Good morning, I'm Jen. This is Jenn Jiggles. Hey, today is March 3rd, 2nd, 2020. Hi, how are you? I hope you're okay. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope the weather near you isn't as snowy as it is in the northeast United States. Kim, I don't know what's going on in Pennsylvania, but I do know that New York and Ohio have gotten blasted, so I'm just going to assume that you've gotten a shed load of snow. And I hope you didn't have to drive to work in it, or if it was snowing, you didn't drive to work. That would be bad. We had a little bit of snow this morning. I don't know what's going on in Scotland or Florida or anywhere else, but I know that our weather has been pretty wild. Pretty wild. Sorry, first drink of coffee. So let's get into it. Overall, last week I lost 0.6 pounds. Not 2.6, but 0.6. We went crazy this weekend and it was really dumb. We did a lot of manual labor. There was a lot of work was done to this house inside and out. New fence panels went up and it was basically a windstorm outside, so that was really rough. And so there are 7-foot high panels or 8-foot high panels. I can't remember. All I know is that when the wind caught it and I was the only one holding it because Ian was getting on a ladder, that it was really hard to hold that panel. Like really hard. I went for a ride a couple times, and one actually got cracked because I just couldn't hold it. They're like, I don't know how many feet wide, like 6-7 feet wide, and that tall, and I was holding it by myself in the wind. And so yeah, so by the time I got done doing that, I was muddy because it's very wet here, and I was sweating because they're pretty heavy too. I must say Ian did the bulk of the lifting on the high end because our lawn is terraced. It slopes away from the house. So he's the one that got on the ladder to put it into the post to slide it down. So yeah, that must have been fun for him. Anyway, what else did we do? Then we had more lifting and more getting on ladders because we installed the new projector screen. And that's terrific. We watched movies on a Friday night and Saturday night as well. If you haven't seen Rogue, watch that movie. It's an Australian film, and it's about, and Walt Longmire's in it. And it was about this like crocodile that this tour boat thing went into its territory in the saltwater lake area. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Made me laugh. I don't particularly go for, like, I like Jaws, but I don't usually go for that. But yeah, anyway, I like a lot of films that come out of Australia and New Zealand. Some of them are pretty funny, like Black Sheep, and there's some other ones. Wilder People, that is a really good film, and I think that actually won some awards at the Oscars the year that it came out. Anyway, neither here nor there. There was more lifting for that. And then there was sewing, which I will show you. There wasn't any knitting from Friday on, so I'm not showing any knitting today. I have so much to do today, though. Again, we're sort of dismantling this toilet room. And I have sticky carpet resin stuff to get off tile. And the cupboard's coming out. I have to take the cupboard out today. So this is my job for the day. And so, yeah, more of that. But on top of that, there's exercises. And so the new girl, and I will put a picture of her YouTube channel here. So I'm going to do a few of her exercises today. And I think what I'm going to do, and I'm not talking about the weight gain or regain over the 4 days very much. I just want you to know why, because it's my own friggin' fault, and I don't feel like I have a right to whine about it because I did it to myself. Don't think that I'm not suffering inside, or my butt doesn't hurt from my foot kicking it, because it really is, but I don't think it's good to focus on it. And I still don't know the reason why. If I did, I would share. I just got out of control. I think a lot of it was I was really hungry because, I do a lot of housey work stuff and some redecorating in here. during the week, but nothing like the work that we had to do this weekend. And so I think I had more of an appetite than I normally would, and we went bat crack crazy. So there you go. Both of us did, by the way. It wasn't just me. So anyway, what was I saying? So the exercise. So I'm going to do a few of her toning exercises just to see how I like them. She's got a 20-minute walking workout where it's a side-by-side thing, so you can do the low-impact version or the high-impact version. I don't think I'll be able to do the high-impact version, basically because of what she does on it, and I'm just too fat right now. But I figure I'll give that a go, and by We Fit as usual, and we'll see how that works. Oh, golly. Yeah, I just need to get myself back onto it today. To be honest with you, yesterday evening when I was making Ian's lunch for today, well, actually we were because he helps now. I said, I'm really sorry. I am trying. Anyway, making that, I felt really good because everything is regimented for the next 3 days. I might not always like the fact that there's not a lot of variation, but I like the regimentation of it, and I need to make a more concerted effort myself to carry that theme through the 4 days. I do have plans for Thursday already, because Thursday seems to be the day, which is fine that I let us have a takeaway, but I'm not going to do that this week. I'm going to make a meatloaf, a pork meatloaf out of ground pork, and chock it full of veg, peppers, and onion and things like that, and hopefully that will help. I'm also going to make some cauliflower mash, which should help too. Because I like mashed potatoes, but I don't want the potatoes. So if I just do cauliflower mash, it's basically the same thing for me. The one thing that I do have to do on Thursday is make some mint chocolate chip cookies. And St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and I've got my decorations up for St. Patrick's Day. And so I like to do something minty green for the holiday. Lent is this week, and so that's lots of fun. I can't give up chocolate because, yeah, we're giving everything up. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea. I have to think. Not that I'm really Catholic anymore, because I'm not, but, it couldn't hurt until Easter to find something to get out of my diet. Anyway, oh, sorry. Oh, goodness. Not a lot of sleep last night. Ian snored until about 1 o'clock. And then he woke me up at 5. Poor guy. Anyway, he got smacked around last night. I was so mad that I kept flipping over in bed like really hard to jostle the whole bed. So yeah, finally it got down to me going, "Would you please shut up?" Did he wake up when I told him to shut up? No. He just kept snoring. Wow. Snoring people. I hate them. Anyway, so we're gonna get some exercise done today. I have some mudding to do downstairs. I have to do that loo, and I'm using a new film editor today, so that should take some time. Anyway, there you go. So like I think I said, there wasn't a lot of knitting from Friday on, so I didn't bring any of that up, although I did get some sewing done. So why don't we talk about that, because it's a lot happier than everything else. But I'm not going to take away from the fact that I still lost 0.6 pounds over the week, which is better than nothing. So cheers. Right, so the first thing that I did was, because we're remodeling that bathroom. We're not remodeling, we're just dismantling it. The shelf that Ian keeps his reading material on is coming out. So I made this sort of, it's going to hang on the back of the door. So it's got these loops to put the dowel through. and the one in the middle. And then I know I said I was going to use this lobster fabric for a bag for myself this summer, but I just got that lovely chicken bag from Helen Duffin at Sprite 966, so I don't need that now. So I used it on this, and because this dark blue is going to be the color of the new bathroom, well, it's going to have a dark blue line going through the white tiles, I thought, oh, I'll just do that. So what I've done is I've made pocketses. So this is a big tall pocket, and this will go all the way, this goes all the way down to the bottom. So that will be for magazines and such. And then I got these 2 pockets on the front, and that will be for a couple books for him. But yeah. There we go. So I got that done. All I have to do is sew around the edges now, and that's complete. And then on Saturday, I managed to get a top cut out from a Vogue pattern I got from Love Sewing. It's Vogue 9246. It's Vogue 5 Easy Pieces. And I made top C, I believe. Yes, C. So this white top. Or this blue top, one or the other. These 2. So I made that. It took me in total about an hour and a half, 2 hours with cutting and ironing and pressing the fabric beforehand and all of that. So I'm going to bring Hagrid in, and I need to move my camera. Sorry everyone, it's really annoying, isn't it? So here's Hagrid. He's wearing the top. So it's 3 pieces, which are here because I'm making another one. And it's a front yoke, a back yoke, and you cut 2 of this bottom panel, front and back. It counts as. And I think my biggest mistake with this top was making the extra large, because it's way too big. I mean, way too big. So what I think I'm going to have to do is sew up on the sides here. Let me turn Hagrid a little bit. I'm going to sew up the sides again, taking it in about an inch, but I'm going to give it some shape as well. It's a great top with another top underneath it. I did wear it. It's just really big. Yeah, so also I didn't like the neck on it, so I'm going to modify this pattern. I hope nobody from Vogue's watching this, because I don't think I don't like your pattern. I do, but you had us use bias tape. I don't know why I'm talking like Vogue's actually watching my video, whatever. The neck did not have a facing. They asked you to use 1/2 inch bias tape, which is stupid. And I don't know what person thought of that, but it's really dumb. So I am going to create a 1.5 inch facing to go inside this top for the front and back yokes, because basically it turns. It also scoops down too much, so I'm going to modify the neck. What I did to make up for that with this one, and I don't know if you can see, but I put a pleat in it here and here on each side. So it kind of looks like it's flowing down. Can you see that? Right there, how it's coming. Can you see this line? It defines it on each side. I've done that. So it pulled the neck in more, and it squared it up a bit. So when I cut this again, I'm going to modify the scoop in the neck to be more square, and I'm going to create a facing. But all in all, it was a good pattern. I just ripped it apart, but it was a good pattern. It was easy. I mean, who's going to complain about 3 pieces? I mean, no one's going to complain about 3 pieces to cut, right? Yeah. So we won't have this puckering here again and things. But yeah, Vogue, don't use 1/2 inch bias tape for a neck facing ever again. That's just lazy. Anyway, yeah, there we go. So, and this was some fabric that I had that I got at Abercon's for £2.19, and I have enough left to do a pair of boxer shorts. So this could very well end up being pajamas. Anyway, I don't like sewing with stripes, I won't lie. I suck at it. Hey, Hag. Hagrid's my bud. Oh, sorry, I touched your boob. Anyway, there we go. Yeah. Anyway, I like it. It's okay. I shall be wearing it. You will see me in it. That is that. I have another pattern cut out. Or I don't have it cut out. Sorry, I lied. I have another pattern I'm doing this week. Give me 1 second. So I have this fabric. I'm sure you remember it. It's that lilac-y, what you call it? This speckly, I don't know what you'd call that fabric. It's very heavy and it's very soft, and I think it'll be nice and toasty warm. I'm going to make a couple tops out of that because I have a lot of it. Right. So, but the first one that I'm going to make is on the back of this quick sew pattern. No, I'm not making this, not making that. I am making the top. So it is shirt view A with the long sleeves that you see right here. So I'm making that. Sorry, my nails are all chopped off again. So I'm making that top. So it's the one that you see with this tan shirt. I don't know how the cuffs are done, but it looks, I don't know how they're done. But if it's a cuff, then I'm just gonna do a hem. So I have that pattern out and it's over there. And what I'm gonna do after I get all of my real work done is I'm going to trace out the size that I think I want and get that done. I don't know what I'm going to do about that Vogue pattern because I really like that top. I just don't like the size is huge. It's just huge on me. So that's what I've got going for sewing this week. Kim, I haven't emailed you yet. Obviously, you would have gotten it. We were supposed to go to the fabric shop on Saturday, but didn't get down there. Ian had to run to Chorley really quick to pick up some stereo equipment that he bought, and I stayed here with Blossom. She was out of sorts, and I didn't want to put her in the car, and I didn't want to leave her by herself. So I didn't get to Avacon to get the fabric for the outside of that quilt, but I'm going to. So as soon as I do, you'll hear from me. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get going because this has been 17 minutes of depression. I'm sorry I gained weight back, everybody. I feel like I let you guys down. I said it to Ian this morning. I said I don't even want to record because I feel like I let everybody down. I only lost 0.6 pounds. And I gained that weight back, and that's not setting a good example. But I suppose, like he said, it's supposed to be realistic, and you know, people should know, or just don't record and then explain why you didn't. So that's kind of, if I hadn't recorded, I would have felt like I chicken shitted out, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, you're hearing that I was a very bad person over the 4 days, food-wise. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you're all right, and you did a lot better than I did over the last 4 days. And I hope your weather's okay, and I hope you're feeling well with all of this coronavirus stuff going around. I hope you're well and keeping healthy. And so I'm gonna go. Okay. I am gonna try to get into this new editor thing and see what I can do with it. Anyway, probably won't post this for another 4 hours now. I hope you're okay. Anywho, and I will talk to you later. Stick to it. You can do it. Bye.